In our first year of the Daily Dish, we learned one thing. There's always room for one more bite and one more place to discover. From kitchen sizzles to new horizons, food and travel became one shared journey. We met the people behind the flavors and the places behind the plates. Ana Lorenzana de Ocampo welcomed us into her culinary world. Chef Angelo Comsti showed how every dish tells a story. From Gloria Mares to Aburi, every plate led us somewhere new. We sat with chefs and explored restaurants that turned meals into experiences. Because on the Daily Dish, we don't just talk about food. We taste it. And sometimes we travel for it. But some stories don't end in the kitchen. They begin somewhere else entirely. So, we followed the flavors. Colleen Barcelona reminded us to travel with curiosity. Shan and Daniela David showed journeys are best shared. Angeli Dub took us along for the ride. In La Union, we learned the perfect pairing isn't just food and drinks. It's food and the place. A meal by the sea, a sunset in the background, a moment that lingers. In Coron, we discovered that every destination has its own flavor. You just have to go and taste it. And that's what this first year gave us, a passport to flavors and a map to unforgettable places. From kitchens to coastlines, from hidden gems to iconic views, we learned food and travel were never separate stories. They were always one. 1 year, countless dishes, countless destinations, and memories shared at every table along the way. Because whether in a restaurant or by the sea, life is always better when it's shared. So here's to another year of tasting, traveling, and discovering, because this is the Daily Dish, where every flavor leads somewhere and every journey leads back to the table.
Good noon, everyone. I'm Ferdi Salvador. Let's get ready for today's freshest stories, hottest trends, the best conversations, and of course, food.
Hello, happy Tuesday. I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. We're here to bring good vibes, big smiles, and a whole lot of fun.
I'm Chal Lontoc. Sit back, relax, and let the good times roll. And welcome to
The Daily Dish!
Chal was caught.
This is the Daily Dish. 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 This is the Daily Dish.
We're still here celebrating the show's first anniversary. Of course, we'll continue to give you an hour of solid discussions and with our guests to tackle interesting stories that matter to all of us.
Sorry, this is so funny lang because earlier Chal was caught trying to get some cake.
Yeah.
I was trying to make sure that everything was okay.
Yeah, you saw our video. You saw how fat we were to getting
The journey.
And of course, all about food. But we gotta go thank some people.
Yes,
First
thank you
off,
so much.
sweets.
We have Aggie's cakes. You guys
Aggie,
brought us
thank
some
you so
brownies,
much.
all the different cakes. Thank
Sorry,
you.
there's like a spot here because we ate
We
some.
already
Already
a little
Thank
This
you,
one I'm
Aburi.
eyeing on Aburi.
Yay.
Thank you. We
Aburi.
love it. Thank you for celebrating with all
And
of us.
thank you for always feeding us and making us so happy.
Yes, and you know what? Sugar makes us happy. And cards here, sorry. Here, there you go. There
yes.
you go. Aburi.
We
We'll be
love
eating that later.
Every single guest that we've had here, turns into family as well, just like all our viewers.
Yes, and anyway, but there's a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Today, there's unfortunate news. We are sending our heartfelt thoughts and prayers to those people who have been affected by the Columbia wake. We know it's not easy because, there's already lives that were lost. And also, we've also
Here in
got
the
In the Philippines, the rains are nonstop.
Yes, but today the sunshine is peeping. The
It's
sun is
peeking.
peeping
Slowly,
out a little
slowly.
The
bit.
light at the end of the tunnel.
So we hope that it holds and it doesn't rain as much. And I'm seeing that the floods are already receding. So that's great news. What's not cool is that they see a lot of trash around.
I saw that. That was insane, the amount of trash just floating.
There was actually talk about that. We saw, of course, Miss K, Karina talking about it with Pinky.
Yes.
This whole mount of island. Actually, I'd call it an
Yeah.
island
Yeah.
of trash.
Terrible, terrible.
It's beginning to show up in many ways in our lives. The floods, the trash. So a lot of
Yes,
things to
but
be
child,
fixed.
you know, we can always point fingers to the authorities. But, you know, you should point fingers at yourselves first to make sure that if you are criticizing or complaining, that you have done your part to make sure that your trash is, you know, is taken care of properly, because, you know, it all starts with us. So if they can't, you know, some people can't do it, we got to do it on our own.
Yeah, no,
So-
it starts with us because even like the littlest trash, like even if you're like chopstick wrapper, your gum wrapper, the
Yes.
smallest trash, they add up. So if you guys can just throw it away, especially your water bottles as well, please kindly do that.
Yes, be a better Pinoy. That's hashtag
Yes,
that.
and speaking of being a better Pinoy, guys, it's not just humans that are affected. I always talk about this when there's a calamity. The animals who are voiceless and helpless. Please, please, please be extra kind to animals during this torrential rain season because they need our help. You don't have to take them in, just feed them, be a little kinder, make sure if you like have a shelter just a little bit, let them in and think about them. And there's also some rescue places that are asking for donations because as we know, Luzon was battered with heavy rains. So one nonprofit organization that I love is Passion Project, which are under floods right now in their Bulacan shelter.
Oh my.
Good thing their Bacolod shelter is okay, but their Bulacan shelter is inundated and it's crazy. So they're asking for some donations. So guys, even if you have like 100 pesos to spare, donate it
And
to
you know what's
Passion
cool?
Project.
Since it's Ghost Month, charity is the best policy because it helps you
Yes.
and mitigate
Give back.
negativity. Yes,
We
you're
love
saying,
it,
Chal.
Mo, how you always remind us to care for the animals. But you know what people are not loving? Brad Pitt reminding us of his past. I'm just going to put that in because
Yes.
this is quite a news, you know, it's a revelation actually. So Brad Pitt gave an interview and talked about his sobriety, that he is back with drinking professionally, if there is even such a thing.
But-
Brad, if you're listening, that's not the way to do it.
No. Let's not judge him.
Okay.
Because there's a point in his life where he's kind of like, I guess,
Really down.
Down, and you know he's having issues with his family. Of course, that can drive you to do certain things. He actually owns a vineyard. It's one of my favorite.
This is the big
rosés.
battle with Angelina Jolie as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, it's
Well,
one of
I'm
my
a huge
favorite.
Jolie fan because of her humanitarian efforts. She's also a pilot, by the way. So I'm forever Team Jolie with this one. But Brad, you're still cute. But just
Drink
take care of
responsibly.
yourself. Just
Well,
take care of
I
yourself.
just appreciate that he actually spoke out about it and
Yeah.
that he's letting the world know that he is drinking again. And you know, I think this is to help with everything happening in the world, at least maybe in portions.
There's
right?
authenticity.
Drink responsibly, okay? Anyway, today on the Daily Dish, we'll speak with 2026 super beautiful, supernatural Katrina Llegado.
And we also have feng shui expert Kesler Go, who is also with us to talk about his advice this Ghost Month.
We're serving you all that and more only here on the Daily Dish.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome back to the Daily Dish. 13 years of waiting and the crown is finally home.
Miss Supranational 2026 Katrina Llegado is now in Hungary and she joins us via Zoom from Budapest. Kat, welcome to the Daily Dish.
Mabuhay. Thank you for having
Mabuhay.
And congratulations, girl, you did
Huge
so well.
congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I can't wait to celebrate with all our Filipino fans and of course sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa akin. I can't really wait to go back home and celebrate this achievement. Not just for me but for the whole country.
Kat, earlier on, you were sharing with us that now is your time to spend with your family because they were with you, of course, watching your competition in Poland. So you're right now with your family. How long before you actually come back to the Philippines? So we could also celebrate with you right here.
Yes, very, very soon. So I'll be spending time here in Europe, traveling, because, I've been doing pageants for years, and this is the moment to have some time with them. And I'll be back very, very soon. I think this end of August. So I hope you will be all with me when I come back in the Philippines.
100%, and we'll definitely see you here at the studio, Kat. But how has your first week been? You're enjoying time with your family. What have you been doing? I'm sure you're getting bombarded with a lot of guestings already.
I still can't believe it. Actually, it's already been a week, but it's still sinking in. I'm still in disbelief that I am already here, years in pageantry, and I already am living my dream. And I'm just so happy because I get to spend this time. So I'm very thankful for that organization for giving me this time with my family and my friends. So I just can't wait to just celebrate.
Kat, most often people or the contestants in a beauty pageant get asked, why should you win? So my question for you now is, why do you think or what made you win?
I think it's just being myself. I didn't have to prove anything else. I didn't have to act or like be perfect. Just like what I said in my Q&A, it's just being perfectly imperfect. And I think the organization really saw that in me, and that's what I want the Filipino people to really appreciate about the queens right now. We are authentic, and we don't have to pretend, and we don't have to impress anymore, because being just by you, you will really shine in the international stage, whatever career you want to take.
Yeah, I love your answer. You're perfectly imperfect. So what makes you imperfectly perfect? For those who don't know you, let's describe who you are.
I'm perfectly imperfect. I'm not the best speaker out there. I'm not the most beautiful woman out there, but I'm just me living my life, taking all the steps to really achieve my dreams and being able to be a better person in each day and have have that quality in you that would make other people be inspired by your story.
Okay, let's let the audience know why this is extra special. Mo, it's been over a decade since
Yeah.
we've had a winner at Supranational. Around how many years?
13
years?
years.
13 years already. And you are the second Filipina to bring home the title. How do you feel about that, Kat?
I'm overwhelmed. I'm super, super happy. And of course, bringing home this crown for the Philippines for after 13 long years, it's like I'm giving hope. A lot of things are happening back in the Philippines, calamities, a lot of issues. But, by giving this story to Filipino people, giving this inspiration to them, it's a small thing that I want to give back to people.
Yeah, Kat, we saw Mama J in tears, how proud she was of you. We also saw Voltaire, how proud he was of you. What was one thing they both said throughout your super journey that really stuck with you to keep going?
I think despite of everything that's happening all throughout my journey, they trusted the process. They trusted in me. They never doubted me. And that really became my fuel to pursue and just keep on fighting. I think being able to know that people behind you really support you 100%, that keeps me going.
Mo, I'm affected. Kat, when you said that, I may not be the prettiest out there,
I
what are
know.
you talking
Both of
about?
us, you should have seen our faces. We were like, excuse me?
Well, apart from being super beautiful, we're seeing clips of you modeling,
Natural.
walking.
She has no makeup on.
Exactly. I want people to know just how well-rounded you are because, Kat, you're also an entrepreneur, which we love finding out. Mo is a
And
fan.
I'm such a fan of your brand. I didn't know that was you today.
Wow, I'd love to give you guys when I come back.
So there you go. Kat's an entrepreneur, but also you're a reservist for the military here in the Philippines, correct? Did we get our research right?
Yes, that's
For the Air
right.
Force. She's a pilot.
Air Force.
So
Yeah.
cool,
Wait,
right?
wait, wait. When you said Air Force, does that mean with flying?
Actually, with the Philippine Air Force Reservists, you could be whatever career you want to be. So not necessarily flying. So I'm part of their public relations branch with the military as a military service.
That is so cool.
Fits you so well. So see what we're saying, super well-rounded woman, showing us that you can do anything and everything. And of course now, the winner of Supranational 2026.
Actually, how did you get into the being a reservist? What piqued your interest?
Actually, my grandfather was part of the military force. So growing up, I was really disciplined. My dad, growing up in this family. But of course, beyond the stage, I really want to serve the Philippines. So what more better ways to serve the Philippines than to actually join the reserve force. So I'm really happy because I met a lot of people in the reserve force from all walks of life. And here I got inspired by their stories as well. And I'm carrying this with me throughout my journey. And now I'm coming back home. I can't wait to see them and celebrate them because this win is also a win for them. It's not every day that you see military service in the stage. So now we see, like what you said, a well-rounded person that we could really achieve whatever you want in life.
Kat, let's delve into the organization itself. For those people who don't know much about Supranational, because it's one of the most respected competition out there, actually. It's been here for, I think almost 2 decades already. Please share with us what is Supranatural or Supranational.
Sa supernatural naman tayo mamaya sa Ghost Month.
What is Supra all about, the competition?
Yes, the organization Miss Supranational started way back 2 decades ago, and it's all about cultural, cultural being able to share from all parts of the country and be able to inspire and also aspire. So they're really looking into a woman who is well-grounded, who could be able to inspire by her story, but also aspire to be more. So I'm really grateful to be part of this organization where I'm really excited to grow and collaborate and work with them for a year.
There's a male counterpart, Mo.
Yes, there is.
Yes, right? Correct, Kat? So
Yes,
share.
we also
Have we
Yeah, we
won in
also
that
have
arena naman for the males?
So actually, the Miss and Mr. Supranational, it happened. It's like a 3-day beauty festival of beauty in Poland. So first day it would be the Miss Supranational, which happened July 31. August 1, it's the Mr. Supranational, and then August 2, Miss Polski. So that's the biggest pageant in Poland. So it's a 3-day festival of beauty for them. So it's a really big celebration in Poland.
Yeah, when she was describing what Supranational was looking for, Kat, you basically tick the boxes and more. So with that being said, what's the first goal that you want to do as our Miss Supranational 2026?
I'm really excited to be back home and be connected with the organization that I work with, which is Project Pearls. So this is an organization in Tondo. So I'm really excited to bring the organization Miss Supranational here to really work with the organization Project Pearls and really just help the Philippines, because this is really my ultimate goal, not just to present myself in the stage, but also rally the mothers of Project Pearls.
I'm gonna follow up with Mo's question, Kat. So we know what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be coming back here, but for Kat herself, not being a pageant winner, what are your plans? What do you further aspire to be? Or do?
All you guys, you know that I'm an entrepreneur. Klosh Flame is really my bread and butter. I really want to achieve more with the brand, and of course, that's really my goal right now after winning the title. And of course, why not? If there's opportunities abroad with modeling, hosting, I would love to grab all those opportunities while I'm here.
Yeah, Kat, we're gonna do a little spicy spice here on the show. You have a partner, correct? You're
Yes.
currently with somebody.
Oh, you know, Mo.
So-
you did your research.
All the way.
Typically, when you're a beauty queen, we've talked about this before with
Yes.
our other beauty queen guests, whether it's a girl or a boy, it's really hard to have a partner while going through your pageant journey. What do you think is the secret to keep you guys together?
He's been with me throughout all my phases in life, through high school, and being able to witness the woman that I am today. So he really knows everything that I've been through. And being able to support me, that's the number one secret to success. I think being able to just be there for me every step of the way, that that made us stronger every day.
Wait, that's so cute. You guys have been together since high school?
I love it.
Oh, it's giving High School Musical.
Was he there in Poland when your family watched as well?
Every time I compete internationally, this is my second competition. So every time I compete, he always supports me with my family.
Okay, I'm gonna do a rare thing here, Mo. Following up again with your
Go.
question, you know, it's rare to hear beauty queens. We always hear them thanking, of course, their team, their family, but it's almost a hush-hush or a no-no to say thank you to the love of their life. So would you want to take this opportunity?
Of course. So not for my loved one, but of course to my whole team. I wouldn't be here without them. It really takes a village and all the support system, my family, everyone really paved the way for me to become Miss Supranational 2026. So maraming salamat, and all the Filipinos out there, thank you so much. I see all your comments, all your appreciation, and I'm really grateful, and I'm so excited to celebrate with you.
And to your boyfriend.
Boyfriend naman, girl.
My boyfriend, thank you. I thank you is not enough, but it's just thank you for sticking through ups and downs, and I can't wait to celebrate and just enjoy this journey with you and to more eras in our life together.
Oh, and yun pala, he's beside her lang, no?
No.
He's there. Well, Kat, it really does take a village. People think it's so easy being a beauty queen, but what they don't see is all the behind-the-scenes stuff. What is the biggest sacrifice you had to make in your life to do this route and win Miss Supranational?
Biggest sacrifice, I think being able to spend 7 years of my life in pageantry. I started 2018 in Mutianan, Taguig, and now 2026 Miss Supranational. I achieved great heights. I took risk every single time I joined pageants, and that's the biggest sacrifice because, not just time, effort, financially, you give your all in joining pageants. And finally, I was able to get through all the challenges, and now I'm here. I still can't believe it, but I'm just living my dream.
And you are glowing, and we are so proud of you. Kat, we hope to have you here when you're in the Philippines with your homecoming here in the studio. And of course, you're going to bring us lots of food because, like you, we are always hungry here at the Daily Dish. But Kat, before we let you go, I know you know what's happening in the Philippines with all the rains, all the different typhoons happening. What's your word for the Filipino people? You're already our glimmer of hope, but maybe give them a little bit more to help them get through these tough times.
Yes. I know that in the Philippines right now, we're suffering with typhoons, a lot of calamities, especially with the flooding. And this is the time that we should all come together as one and be able to do our small parts, of course. And it is also the time to demand accountability. And that's my message to everyone here in the Philippines. And I just can't wait to celebrate with everyone here. I hope by celebrating my win, I gave a small light to the darkness that we're experiencing right now. But of course, I'm with you all, and I can't wait to share this success with all the Filipinos out there.
Kat, thank you so much and congratulations. We know you're on vacation, so thank you for indulging the Daily Dish with our own little Q&A with you. Mabuhay ka, Miss Supranational 2026, Katrina Llegado.
Maraming salamat po.
Coming up, we'll have feng shui expert Kesler Go for his advice on Ghost Month. Stay tuned. From supranational to supernatural naman, welcome back to the Daily Dish. This August is the 7th lunar month, a time when people believe the spirit world comes closer to ours.
But is Ghost Month really being about afraid of spirits? Today we go deeper into the traditions and beliefs of feng shui expert Kesler Go. Welcome to the show.
Welcome
Hello,
back.
thank you for having me.
And yes, I caught your
Yes.
your boo-boo.
I know, I said supernatural because of
Instead of
Kesler. Supra and supernatural.
Yes. Okay, let's start this off, Kesler, because syempre, we were discussing this yesterday.
Yes.
And somebody asked us if Ghost Month is only for the Philippines. We're like, no, it's most Southeast Asian or South
Actually,
Asian.
parang it's more like Southern Chinese
Okay.
together with the diaspora. So carried to Southeast Asia, mostly Taiwan as well.
Yes.
No? So usually yun yung mga mas may concentration. And probably that's why you have some people na mamimit nila na from China, from mainland China, that are not very familiar. They'd probably be from different regions also.
You mean to say there's some people in mainland China that don't practice Ghost Month?
Actually, nagulat lang rin ako because I was researching about it deeply for the past few months. And I saw a tweet that said na parang this person met somebody from China and they didn't know anything about Ghost Month.
That is...
Tapos,
Yeah.
That's
tapos
odd.
what the person said was because that person was not from the northern regions or something. So from my experience, it's mostly Southern Chinese, Fujian region, Cantonese. In Hong Kong, they do Ghost Month a lot.
Which has spread to Singapore,
Yes.
Indonesia, Malaysia,
Yes.
the Philippines, even
Taiwan,
Brunei.
and- yes,
Diba?
most of the
Vietnam,
diaspora.
Thailand. With anywhere that's got the Chinese community or Chinese generational migrant.
Well, there's a Chinatown everywhere in the
Correct.
world.
Ours is the
Totoo,
best.
totoo.
Okay. Anyway.
Ours is the oldest.
Yes, and ours is the best. Yeah.
Totoo
Own it.
naman.
Okay.
Ikaw.
Yeah, no, what I really want to ask, so we all know by now a little bit of something about Ghost Month, but I wanted to dive deeper in the sense that Ghost Month is really about our ancestors. Isn't it like the gates opening, ancestors coming back? So why is it supposed to be a scary, negative thing kung ama ko naman at lolo ko ang babalik?
So, like I said, I kind of did some research. So, even before China became China during the Qin dynasty, the first dynasty, there were already like ritual offerings for harvest. Because August or the 7th month is the start of autumn already. So tapos na yung summer harvest and everything they start. And then they make offerings as well. No, so that was that layer, the ancient layer over there. And then you have Buddhist traditions and Taoist traditions that marked on the 15th day of the lunar month. That's why on August 27, usually this year, for this year in particular, August 27, that's where a lot of rituals happen.
That's the height of it.
That's the height. That's what they say. That's the
Don't
peak
forget,
of Ghost
August
Month.
27, that's the peak
Right.
of Ghost Month.
So that's when they say na they make alay, they make offerings. For me, in particular, my grandmother has always taught me we need to make offerings at home to the ancestors. No, so we have. I live in my lola's house, so we have an ancestral altar there. So we put food, no. And then we burn incense, we burn the paper money
yeah.
and everything. That's for the
Joss
ancestors,
paper,
right?
yeah. So-
And then in the afternoon, we kind of move the table outside. No, we have another table outside the house. No, not exactly outside, but sa
Like in
labas
the
ng house,
garage
the
or-
garahe and then sa garden. And then that's where we make offerings for all the ghosts or the spirits,
others.
the others that
Not
they
necessarily
can.
your ancestors
Correct.
na.
Hindi na,
Okay.
kasi we gave them food na kaninang umaga.
Yeah, but Kesler, why is there such a negative connotation of Ghost Month? You're not allowed to
Yes.
move. You're not allowed to get married. You're not allowed to sign contracts.
Open businesses.
Yeah, you're not allowed to
oo.
open businesses. You're not allowed to whistle. You're not allowed to...
But they whistle.
Whistle, yeah.
Yeah.
So, usually kasi sabi nila, pag Ghost Month, because that's when the gates of the underworld opens and the spirits can walk in the plane of the living. Others would say the veil between the living and the not living is very thin. No, so parang they're present. They're more present. That's why marami would say that, okay, let's not disturb them too much. Some people don't like to play loud music, baka it would disturb them. or whistle at night. Some even say, don't hang your clothes
Yes.
at night. Nobody wants to dry clothes naman at night kung tutuusin. Pero yun, so that's kind of what, for me, okay, if it's part of your practice, your belief, I respect that.
Yes.
I totally respect that. But for me, if I have a client, I mean, if you want to whistle, ako hindi ko kaya mag-whistle eh.
Okay.
So I really don't think that it's like super bad.
Yeah.
But no, if it's something like major, like weddings, for example, then you don't want to do it during ghost month.
Yeah, because, child, you know, we've got our own personal business interests, and when it's ghost month, it really affects economies,
Yeah.
especially in the Philippines, because we've got a deep-rooted Chinese
There
sensibility
seems to be a
also.
pause, no? That
There's
happens.
a definite pause. That's why it affects expenditure, buying of retail.
Travel even.
Travel. No, actually travel. People travel before ghost month and they leave the country.
Yeah, people don't like to travel nga ng ghost month. There was 1 year, I think 2024, when it was ghost month and Mercury retrograde already.
Yes,
it
I
happening
remember
now?
that. I
No,
remember
that was like 2024.
24, yes.
But is it happening now? Because
No.
We wanna make sure. We wanna make sure. No,
it's
that-
not.
okay.
No, tapos na. Tapos na the Mercury retrograde. But I remember I traveled during that time, delayed. Lahat na lang na flights ko na di-delay. And yeah, but for me, I know some people who talaga strictly observe that.
yes.
Ako naman kasi it's my favorite before I started actually. It was one of my favorite times to travel kasi may long
Same.
weekends ka eh. May long weekend ka the last 2 weeks of August is usually a long weekend, diba? So it's kind of nice to travel. So far, as long as you prepare, my take on it, as long as you prepare properly, usually you can get by.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Preparation.
How do we prepare? That's a good
Or if there's no choice, I really have to open my business, I really have to
Right.
celebrate.
Okay.
What to do?
So sabi ko, somebody asked me kanina, one of Isabel asked me kanina, was, how naman, paano if you need to travel? So sabi ko, then probably, if you really need to travel, probably pick a good date to travel. The Chinese, they have the almanac, the
Yeah.
Chinese almanac that says these are auspicious dates, then probably I'd use that.
But even if you don't have
need
an almanac, normally Saturdays are okay.
Not necessarily.
Really?
Yeah, not necessarily. Depends, no?
Okay.
Depends on which school kasi rin you follow, no? So, for me, it's available online.
Yes.
So, you just trust na lang
Okay.
but it ranges, no? From, ever since I studied feng shui, I realized that this almanac, even like 5 almanacs, they have different
Interpretations.
interpretations.
Okay.
No, so trust your instinct probably, but you also have to be prepared. If you're traveling, for example, then probably it's wise to pack extra clothes in your hand carry.
Expect delays, kumbaga.
Correct.
Well, let's talk about the business side naman. Because Ferdi earlier on was sharing that, some people would...
Yeah, like me, before I start
put
a
a nail.
business, and I can't help it that it's going towards Ghost Month. And we have to do construction during Ghost Month. I make pokpok like
Before.
Before.
Tapos
I have ceremonies, throw salt, throw ano,
Yeah, and what are the
throw
other
coins.
practices?
So usually that's true. If alam mong you'll need to construct, you need to ground break, you need to renovate during Ghost Month, the idea is to do it prior. So kahit magpukpok ka lang, or just dig for the first dig, for example, just do it on prior to Ghost Month. But honestly, these things, you can wait. No? If you can wait, that's the wise thing to do probably.
Yes.
Because medyo sensitive yung current, yung environment, for example.
Okay.
But for example, like opening a store, for example. You're opening a restaurant, a cafe. And then you're going to open it in Binondo, for example, Chinatown.
I mean, logical, walang kakain because
Diba,
it's Ghost Month.
all your neighbors are Chinese.
Yeah.
So parang ang isipin mo din, even if you pick the lucky day to do it, all your neighbors, yung first impression nila about you is, ano ba iniisip? What is he thinking? Why is he opening on a ghost month?
Yes.
So di ba parang ang negative
So may practicality pa rin dapat.
Correct. So
Okay.
medyo negative na din. But for example, one of my favorite examples is giving birth. So I had a client recently called me, pwede bang manganak sa goat month? Sabi ko, girl, how can you keep it in? So, paano? How will you?
Yeah.
How?
Let me-
So from there, then we worked on a date.
Yes, What's lucky about Ghost Month? Let's turn the narrative around.
Honestly, for me, I use Ghost Month really as a period to remember my ancestors. No? Kasi we do ancestral offerings on their birthdays, on their death anniversaries. But usually, pag Ghost Month and the eve of Chinese New Year, we have a bigger celebration kasi parang all-in-one eh. All your ancestors, you offer food. So that's a partly remembrance. What's lucky about Ghost Month? I'm not actually sure, to be very honest.
Okay.
Kasi it's a period of caution din talaga.
Yeah, so he said caution. What, like for example, Chal, myself, we're lay people. We don't know anything much about feng shui. What can we put in our houses to prevent further
Or on us.
on us like bad luck or
So I might approach it differently.
Okay.
For me, depends on your own faith. No. So if you're Catholic, you prefer to put your crucifix, your Saint Benedict's medal in your house. No. You want to do that on Ghost Month, that's fine. Kasi parang for me, if I ask you to put like a statue of Buddha or something, and you don't even know, you don't even connect with that belief, then it's not gonna do much.
What about colors, fruits, mga ganon?
No, so yun. So like fruits, for me, usually, so on the 15th day lang ako nag-offer.
Okay,
So
what
the
happens on the
27th?
15th day?
So, like I said kanina, we put out food, no? We put out fruits, no? Yung sa house kasi namin, my grandmother left us also a Buddhist altar. So may Buddha siya doon that I take care of also. So we put in fruits, we burn incense there, and then sa ancestral altar namin, we put in fruits again with food naman. Like a lot of food.
There are practices, when you do offerings, because we do offerings, especially even in our business,
Yeah.
no, in our office, na nag-aalay ng alak. And
Yes.
you're not supposed to actually use the same human plates, let's say the plates or the glasses that you use for when you're eating, dapat fresh. What are those?
No, so it depends now on the family. No, so there are some families that are very strict. Some even don't like to eat whatever was offered. No,
Sayang.
my grandmother, yun nga, she was very. I mean, they traveled from China when they were very young, and yeah, ayaw niya masayang yung food. So what we do is we especially the ones in the morning when we offer it to our ancestors, we have it for lunch. No, so parang nagiging mini reunion siya. So all our relatives, descendants are invited to partake of lunch.
Okay, what about mixing in, adding another layer of zodiac signs when it comes to practices in Ghost Month?
Okay, so Ghost Month usually falls in August. No, so in the Chinese solar calendar naman that governs the zodiacs. August is usually associated with the sign of the monkey. No? So this year, I'd probably ask those with a tiger to be a little bit more cautious. No?
Okay.
Whether they were born in the year of the tiger, in the month of the tiger, or the tiger day or tiger hour, then they have to be a little bit cautious this month.
I'm not tiger, yay.
No. So wala kang tiger kasi yung binigay mo yung birthday mo. No? So there's no tiger there. So, but yeah, that's something that you need to. Snakes are also asked to be a little bit cautious.
What about dragons?
Dragons don't have real interactions with the monkey naman. So I think they're generally okay.
Okay.
They fare better.
So, Kesler, just for everybody's sake, when does Ghost Month start and when does it end?
The basics.
So basics is August 13 and ends on September 10.
13 to September 10.
Yeah.
And the height is the 27th.
27th, right.
What colors should we avoid to wear?
For me, I'd avoid. Usually, they say avoid bright colors during this month
Ay.
because it would attract.
But
Pero
the
okay lang.
rainbow, the colors of the
But
rainbow.
for me, as a practice, I'm not very particular with
But why?
colors.
Why avoid colors? Don't
Kasi
the dead want
parang
colors?
sensitive daw. You don't want to attract attention.
Yeah, I don't play with
Kasi
that.
Okay.
like for example, when my
Yeah.
parents were taking care of a business before, they usually make offerings before the 15th, no, before the peak, because they always say, they bother us, they pester us. The ghosts now come in, and sometimes the machines don't stop working. The refs started to stop working also, so maraming spoilage. So what they do is they do it like very early, like a week before.
Advance,
para kumain na kayo.
goodbye, go to another place. But Kesler, they're saying colors. Let's go back to that because a lot of people do practice. I do.
Yes.
So you're not supposed to wear red,
Colorful.
white, black,
White,
and gray.
yeah. Well, white and black kasi naman. I'd probably avoid black because it's a very yin color. No? So if you look at yin and yang, no? So usually you don't want super dark colors naman. But
Because?
in Chinese kasi ghosts or all these supernatural things
Okay.
no, are very yin energy. No?
Okay.
So you don't want super yin naman then. No? So I'd probably stay in
Balance
the
to
middle.
with a yang.
lang.
What is
Yeah.
the balance, the counterpart of what's a yang?
White. No,
White.
black or white, di ba? Usually if you look at the...
So opposite,
the,
pwede mag-white. Pwede
can wear
mag-white.
white.
Okay.
But white's also associated in the Chinese culture
as
for death.
also, no? So,
Yeah.
so sometimes that's the reason. There's a lot of different layers if you would look at Chinese traditions.
What about the lucky color? One or two lucky colors to wear during
This
Ghost
year,
Month?
I've always said that blue would be a good color. This
green.
year, good green, no, something cooler for the too much fire. Because technically, the August this year is also a fire month.
Oh, okay.
No? So it's a fire year on a fire month also.
So, oh my gosh. So no red talaga. Child, take note.
No?
What red? Who's wearing red? No one's in red. Okay.
So,
well,
yeah.
I'll mix it all in because August
Sige.
seems to be a special month. So there is Ghost Month. There's a lot of flooding and rains as well. You said it's also a fire month. Tell us na lang what we should watch out, think of this entire month of August, whether it's for Zodiac, for Ghost Month, whatsoever.
I guess the best for me is to just use this month to honor your ancestors, to honor your family. Also, to respect everything else. Kanina you mentioned Mo likes to mention about pets. No? Here, it's everybody else who doesn't have anybody to remember them. No, for me, that's how I do it. That's what my Lola always reminds me, that the afternoon offerings is for everybody who doesn't have anything to eat anymore. Kasi
That's so
walang
sad.
nagbibigay sa kanila ng
That's a
food.
good reminder,
So
actually.
it's also a good time for compassion. No?
Compassion, yeah.
Right?
Charity?
Charity, compassion. No? So if you can't do it at home, you could donate.
Yeah, can you tell Chal again not to travel?
Don't travel. No, but you have to be prepared when you travel. Talaga.
Okay, well, a lot
Kasi
of
pag
things to pack
inisip mo,
in.
the thing is, parang sabi ko rin nga, August, it's very hard to travel. Probably that prohibition came from like old days in China, because this time of the year, monsoon season, typhoons around southern China, then
There's some
probably
practicality really to it.
That
Yeah,
reason
I
behind
agree.
a lot of no travel. Kasi ang daming, I mean, they were traveling on boats before.
Ito na ba ang pinakamalas na buwan? August?
Well,
Are we talking
normally, pag
But
ano,
that's the thing. If you would look at the Chinese almanac, there are good days. There are
Okay.
auspicious days.
Yes.
No? But so don't trap yourself then na parang tigil lahat.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
example, you were given a contract. No? The client's American. They don't
don't believe.
understand ghost month.
Yeah.
But they're giving you like 7 days to decide, to sign. Or not, they'll choose a different
practical.
person. Be practical. You consult a Chinese almanac, look for the auspicious dates. There are a few auspicious dates, then sign it na lang. Hope for the
Absolutely.
best.
Yeah.
Kasi if you're gonna stop it, you're gonna waste that opportunity.
yeah, which is not practical. All right, Kesler, thank you so much. They
Thank
can
you,
get
thank
you
you.
at your socials at Kesler Go.
Fengshui.go.
Fengshui.go. All right, feng shui expert and friend of Charles, of course. Kesler Go, thank you so much for clarifying.
Thank you for bringing and making it
Thank
practical
you,
for all
thank
of
you,
us.
thank
All
you.
right, we'll pause for a quick break. The Daily Dish, we'll be right back.
All right, from beauty to feng shui advice. But for tomorrow, on the Daily Dish, we'll have Parañaque 2nd District Representative Brian Yang Swan, one of our favorite singers.
Yay! We'll also have the cast members of Bongga Kaday musical, Jackie Lou Blanco and John Sweet Lapus, along with director Chris Miliado.
That's it for us today, Tuesday. Join us again tomorrow for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With Zero Filter, I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
Yes, and of course, our anniversary celebration keeps continuing. I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top with the news and stories that matters most. Midday Report with Mai Rodriguez is up next. Stay tuned to the Bilyonaryo News channel.
Make sure to watch and celebrate with us for our anniversary month, of course. I'm Chal Lontoc, and salamat for making us your lunchtime companion. That's the Daily Dish. Serve!